What an amazing landscape. I'm in Mount Teide National Park. Behind me is Mount Teide. I have personally done this volcano before, and it was a very cloudy day and it was super cold. It's quite warm down here, but up there is snow and there is ice. And there is one way to get up there, and that is the cable car that you have to book in advance. I'm a little bit nervous of heights, but let's go. This is an amazing experience, absolutely mental. I'm driving right through a lava field. Okay, so my ticket has been booked for 9:45. It's just about that time now. What's good is there's a cafe here as well, so you can get a coffee, also some toilets, which are always important. Alright, bit of a problem. Apparently there's ice at the top, which means I can't go up there at the time slot that I booked for, which means I have to now book another time slot. And obviously it gets very busy, so the rest of today has been booked out, so I had to go quickly on my phone and book for tomorrow, and there was one ticket left which I managed to get, so we'll come back here tomorrow, but for you it will be like now. So I'm back, and so are the queues actually. I think that one's for inquiries, and this one is for the tickets. So I've obviously downloaded the pass onto my phone, and fingers crossed, I'll be heading up there. Thank you. It's a perfect day for it. Not a cloud in the sky. Thank you. Up the stairs we go. There's going to be a lot of people crammed in here. That's a crazy view. Let's try and get a window somewhere. I guess just here. We're literally packed in like sardines in here. Off we go, slowly. As I'm going up, I can feel my ears popping. My ears were popping as I was driving, but now they're popping as I'm going up too. Oh my god. Oh! So that took 7 minutes to get up here. Wow, so here I am. Now you can actually still hike even further up Mount Teide, because you can go all the way to the top. I believe that's Gran Canaria in the distance, so it might be Fuerteventura. Let me know in the comments. So here's the map. You can go and pay that way for a permit to actually go up to the crater. You can't go inside the crater, but we're not going to pay the extra. We're going to have a walk around this way. What's kind of worrying is I can hear ice dropping. Look at the ice up here. Look at this. That's amazing. See all the ice actually dropping off there, so I've got to be careful. So we're not allowed to stray off the footpath, because obviously this is a national park. We're not allowed to take any rocks with you either. You're walking up here and you feel slightly out of breath, because obviously being up at this height, the air is very thin. I'm already out of breath, so if you suffer with asthma or something, it's probably not a good idea. Now actually, with the sun out, it does feel kind of warm, but I've seen people come over with flip-flops and shorts, which is, I've got shorts on but something a bit warmer. You can hear all the ice cracking. I'm actually struggling to get my breath. You can see people there going up to the crater. Like I say, you have to pay extra for that. Obviously you can't really see much in the crater, so whether or not it's worth it, I'm not sure. But when you come up here, you can also smell the gases emitted from the volcano as well. You can smell that sulfur smell, which is kind of a horrible smell if you've never smelt it before. It's like drains. The footpath is very uneven. But look at this for a view. And I don't know whether you can see on the camera, but that's the caldera floor And beyond that, we can probably see Playa de las Americas, Los Cristianos in the distance. But this is a perfect day to come up, actually, because there is no clouds whatsoever. Because sometimes you can come up here and it can be shrouded in cloud. But yeah, we'll continue walking and I'll tell you some interesting facts about the volcano. Can you hear that? It's absolutely quiet. And what's really strange is every so often you'll hear the ice cracking and it falling down the volcano. Wow, look at this. It looks like it drops off the edge. It doesn't though. I'm actually touching lava, which is actually quite warm. Not because it's still warm because of the lava, but because obviously the sun's warming it up nicely. But wow, look at this. I know that the sun's out, there's still plenty of ice around. That's rock solid. And it is quite difficult to walk, although it looks like a path from above. There are actually just loads of dried up bits of lava, so you need a good pair of walking shoes. You do get used to the thin air as well, and sometimes you can actually see bits of steam coming out the side of the volcano. I was up here a few years ago and I saw that actually. I mean, I'm that high right now, I can see literally around to the other side of Tenerife. I'm glad it's not windy as well, because the sun is making it nice and warm up here. The temperature is around about 6 degrees, and the temperature difference between up here and maybe down at the beach is probably around about 20 to 25 degrees, sometimes more. So yeah, make sure you bring some warm clothing when you come up here. And when I was last here a few years ago, there wasn't any guides policing the volcano, but now there is, and they tell you off if you stray off the path. Afternoon. How long are you up here for?
I have to spend all the day here.
Wow.
Yeah, 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yeah, 8 hours daily, like the lifeguard.
Thankfully it's not too cold today.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Sometimes, I bet. So if you're a keen walker, there is actually a trek which you can do all the way down to the caldera, right down to the bottom. It takes 6 hours. However, I'm not doing that. I'm literally walking about 20 minutes to the point of interest and then walking back. Here I am at the point of interest, and a nice little map here to show you that there was a vent there with some lava coming out of it back in 1798, and we can see some other Canary Islands, El Hierro, La Goma and La Palma. Obviously La Palma has been erupting recently, which is kind of scary, and it puts it into perspective, you know, how small we are on this planet. The fact that right now I'm on a volcano, and although they don't know when this might erupt again, it's unlikely to happen today, and that one has been erupting. But also, if you read certain things online, one of these islands could give a tsunami across the Atlantic Ocean if it was to fall into the sea from an eruption. Now that is a scary thought, but that is the other path that I could go down that would take me a good few hours, which I'm not going to do today. So some interesting facts about the volcano. It's one of the highest points in Spain. It's also one of the tallest volcanoes in the world. If you come to Gran Canaria, you can see Mount Teide dominating the skyline. It's actually quite mind-blowing how tall this volcano actually is. Sometimes this could be peering right out the clouds and you can look down into them, which is a scary fact. So this is the 4th tallest volcano in the world. So the last eruption was from a vent on one side of the volcano back in 1909. Scientists actually don't know when this volcano will erupt again. It could happen at any point, which is kind of scary. And I might be thousands of feet up in the air, but there's a pretty good internet connection up here on my phone as well, so I can post on Facebook and Insta. Look at the snow here. Crazy. It's very warm though. There's a lot of snow underfoot here. Keep hearing it fall off the rocks. Snow, look at that. And as always, in any attraction, you come out into a gift shop. This puts it into perspective. Crazy. Just a few months ago, look at that. Not here, obviously. Well, that was an experience. I'm back down now. Well, not completely down, but I'm just back down from the lift. I've got my coffee and my cookie. Essential food after going up a volcano. Really random, I know. It's actually very warm now. This is rock hard. Coffee's good though. Cafe Coloche. Don't forget, if you want to see more of my adventures from Tenerife, click the video here, or you can see the world's best rated water park here. I'll see you next time.